Good day everybody, I can't believe it. This is the third video I'm doing today. So exciting. So what I might do is, I had an idea and I've been dreaming about it. So I just got to do it. And I just did a piece and I've got some resin already ready. And I'm just going to pour it in this little mold here. Now I don't know if this is going to work, but I have to try it. You know how sometimes you have this idea and you just have to do it. So, oh gosh, I can't even tell you what the idea is. The idea is to have, let's see if I can pop it in there. That might be a bit too big. Bugger, I just got to find a small object to pop in there. Okay, so I'm just going to pop in this cup in there. Because what I'm trying to achieve here is, and see how it's moving, so I'll have to pop something in the cup to keep it from moving too much. There we go. I want to have that space open there, and I'm trying not to have any bubbles, and I already have some bubbles, so let's do that again. Sideways, push out all the bubbles. It doesn't matter if it moves, as long as it doesn't go all the way to the edge. I'm trying to create a pocket. That's what I'm trying to create. So I do have a little bit of my liquid, transparent liquid pigment. And this is the red Shiraz. And I'm just going to go around. And, ooh, it's not easy. I should have cut this cup. Anyway, here it goes. Oh, it's just dripping. I think because it's already starting to set a little bit on me. All good in the hood, don't worry. We'll get it sorted. Might have to use my stick to scrape out the rest. And then just pull it. I don't know, guys, if this is going to work. I really hope it does work. Because I want to create some really cool coasters and have like a pocket in there. So I'll obviously fill that pocket with glitters and things like that, little objects, not too big. Okay, get rid of that. That's been done, and I think I'm going to go in with a bit of gold just because I have it. It's going to be interesting. The gold we'll want to sink down the bottom, which is cool. And unlike when you're creating these coasters and you usually present the bottom of it, I actually would like to present the top. Okay, the top is important. I don't want to present the top. The top is important right now because the top will become the middle. Because I'm going to make another one and sit it on top. So this is going to be interesting, especially if it moves. It's a bit of a, you know, I should fill it with something. Put something in there so it doesn't move. But I definitely want that to be clear inside there. So let's go with my nice, lovely, pointy torch. Just got to be careful not to burn my cup, so be very careful. Whoop. Wow, this is really, really interesting. And it's moved because it loosened that. So what I'm going to do now is this thing recording? It is. Oh, can you even see? My goodness. I don't even think you can see, but what I want to do is just do that. Do some swirls. I will show you a close-up, believe me. Wow, that's looking so pretty. I've got to do another one, but I will show you the close-up right now. So if I go like this, you should be able to see. I'm sorry. Can you see that? Anyway, I better do it properly. See, here it is. Here's what it looks like. Sorry about the glare. That's what it looks like from the top, and you can't see bugger all. but there it is. Some really beautiful patterns there, and hopefully it won't move too much on me. So I'll have to fill this cup with some heavy stuff. So I'm going to do another one now, because that's going to go in that and create that pocket for me. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to do the same thing. Pour some resin down first. Oh, no, I've got some crap in here. Oh my god, out you come. That's what the silicone is so hard to... Bugger me. It's just so hard to clean. These silicone molds, if you have the tiny little drips, they are so hard to get rid of, because they stick to silicone. Let me just do this, see if I can pick it up with the resin. No, it's not happening. Oh my gosh, come on, out you come. Out you come. Alrighty. Oh, this one's just going to be, it's just an experiment anyway, so, ooh, I nearly... Oh gosh. Anyway, here we go. Now, another thing you should do before you do this is make sure that the amount is equal. So you have the same amount here and there, otherwise it'll just look a little bit odd. And I haven't done that. So here we go. In I go with this. Got to go sideways and then in. And I've got to do it again because I've got some bubbles. I'll bust those first. I just had to bust the bubbles first, and then go in sideways, and you can kind of see what's going on in there. There's no bubbles now. I'm just putting a little bit of pressure there just to push it down, but not all the way down. And resin will pop this cup up a little bit, but like I said, I will put some gems or something like that in there to keep it from, you know, from floating up. But I don't want it sinking right down the bottom either. So anyway, here we go. I've just got a little bit of this green, which is peridot green, liquid pigment. I'm just going to go around just because I have some in here. And I think it does look nice. Oh, I don't have enough. Anyway, I will have to mix a little bit more of this red. And I'm just going to eyeball it and see if I need some more of the resin. And I think I do. So I'm just going to go around. I know I'm making a mess. I know. But I do want to mix a little bit more of this lovely red. Don't need a lot. And that was the red Shiraz liquid pigment. And like I was explaining in the previous video, you can't use it as 1, 2, 3, 4 went in there. You can't use it as an alcohol ink, like when you're dripping on top of the, you know, your resin. It won't set. It'll just sit on top like an oil type thing. So you can't do that. But you can mix them with other mediums. They do mix well, but like I said, on their own, you can use them on their own on paper, and that's great. But you can't really just drip and try to create those lovely effects just on their own over resin. Okay, so don't do it. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. This is going to be so interesting, guys. I really hope it works. So here we go, just going around. And I've got to sort of stop there. Because, oh, how am I going to do this? Probably a pipette would have been a good idea. Ah, get in there. Alright, here we go. I've got a lot more red in this one than the other one. But that's okay. Trying to put some more there. And then our molten gold going in there. and I'm going to use my stick for that. Molten gold is just such a beautiful pigment. If your molten gold hardens, this does happen with most epoxy pigments, pigment pastes, any brand. Please watch the video, a couple of videos below this one where I explain what to do. So anyway, so I'm just gonna do a little swirly. Might bring you down closer for that. It's a bit tricky doing this because I'm trying to look over my camera and see what I'm doing. All I'm gonna do is just do this. Just do these little swirls. If you can see what I'm doing, because I can't see. And then, but I'll bring you back up because I can't really do it properly. But wow, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to put some more gold on there for sure. Alrighty, I'm putting a little bit more gold in there. It just needs more gold. This just looks a little bit different than the other one. This is a thing. You can never have them exactly the same. Putting quite a bit of gold in there. I'm going to put some more red in there too. I am sorry for coughing. Yeah, it's just, yeah, smoker's cough. That's all it is. It's a bit dry in here too. Should open the windows. Okay. Oh, okay, I've opened my doors now, so I've got some fresh air coming in. Okay, so that looks great even on its own like that, but I do have some more. Just wondering whether I should just leave it as is. Let me see the levels. Ooh, that one's higher than that one. So, and this one is trying to leak underneath, which is not cool because it's lifting, see? Let's just see if I can do some more. Oh my god, oh god, that looks so, this is so satisfying just doing these little swirls. Because that gold, who says gold doesn't sit on top? Seriously, look at that. That's looking really great. It's not going to stay like that. It's going to merge in and create all these beautiful little feather effects. So let me just get some heavy stuff and sit it on top. Actually, what could I do? What can I sit on top? So I've just popped in some clear discs. These are resin discs that I've tested before, and it's really good because they're kind of touching here and they're not allowing any movement, which is great. But I've just noticed that I've got a hair over here, which is not cool. I'm just going to pluck it out right now. Wow, look at that big fluffy thing. And like I said, eyeballing, it will be great to, you know, have it all measured and have it all done properly. But I'm usually pretty good with eyeballing things. Just trying to get it. That was too. I'm going to pop another one on top here, just like that. And I'll have to come back and test it and sort of check it. But I do want to put a little bit more gold here because I've noticed that some of it did sink down. Gotta eat my words. And then a little bit of heat. Like that. Ooh, not too much. I want to burn my cup. And leave it. That's created some really, really cool effects. But I really wanted the swirl, so anyway, we'll see. Now, whatever I've got left, I haven't even used my white yet. So I've got to do something with that. Alright, let's do something in here. On this side here. Can you even see that now? I'm sorry if you can't. Let's move you over here. Now you can see it. Like that. I've got a tiny little bit of resin left. Pop it down there. Like that. Don't have a lot, but I can always do another layer. And I've got some of this gorgeous red. Just going to plonk it in the middle. You see what I'm doing? let's not waste anything. And I have ordered some more molds that I want to use. The thing is, I order all these things and then I want different things and I end up making them myself. But sometimes you want to be unique, you know, you just want to have something that is different. Not, you know, not to be different, it's just sometimes you just, you know, you get tired of whatever's there. Right, heat gun. I just gave it a little extra there because I just wanted to give it extra. And I may even have a tiny little bit of this peridot left, which I might just put here. And that's it, it's all done. Gonski. And then I'm just going to go in with the white. This white is going to go in the middle. And the whole thing is going to go in the middle because I've just got so much of this white. I'm going to blast it. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with this white. Because I forgot to use, well, I didn't forget to use it. I just didn't want the opaqueness. I just wanted the nice transparency of the other pigment. So that one's done. And trying to tilt it a little bit. Might need this. Okay, so that really helps it move. So this is going to be an interesting thing, really, because pull it down a bit. Let's help it along. I don't think anyone has tried this, so very interesting. And I do have some gold, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the bottom. Just going to do some little swirls with the gold, just like that, and that will drop to the bottom. Use up everything I have. Oh bug, I didn't want a big drip like that. Right, and then that's all gone. And just clean this, and then I'm going to do some, yeah, they do flowers and things like that. I'm just going to do it with my stick and see what happens. 1, 2, 4, 5, and then maybe do some little ones in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is very interesting, to say the least. Let's heat it up a little bit. Oh, that gold's looking really pretty on top there. I should probably leave it, but I can't leave it. I want to blast it. I just want to get that heat into it, and oops, sorry, there's a hair. That's what happens. You don't pay attention. That looks really interesting, but I want to blast it. Let's see what happens. Okay, now I'll leave it. Now I will leave it. See what happens now. Okay, I can't leave it, sorry. Just want to pull those ones in, because that red is just sitting there. I'm thinking maybe I can just pull them in. Do a back to front sort of flower. The bottom of it's going to be interesting, I think, or hope. Either way, it's going to get used, don't worry, because I can put another coat on there. Wow, because the ends are really nice and transparent. There goes my phone. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I actually injected some methylated spirits in there. This is what it did. It just created these little, see around there? Interesting little, I don't know what you would call it actually. But we'll see what it looks like when I flip it over. And then we're going to leave it. And the other ones are looking great. Look at that. Here's another one. And I'm hopefully lined up properly. So anyway, guys, can't wait till tomorrow. Good morning. Here we are. It's the next morning. I'm still in my pajamas and I just want to see how this thing worked. I might pop this one out first. I can't wait to see the bottom of it. Oh wow. This is so interesting. Look at that. How interesting is that? I don't know if you can see all the little veins and things. Wow, interesting. Even that side's nice. Pretty. Just a different way. Interesting. Okay, now these ones. So this is going to pop out easy. But I don't know if the actual... Oh wow, okay, that's good. It's all sealed underneath, which is great. See, this is what it looks like. It's all sealed. However, okay, it's going to be a bit loud now. Just going to try and pop this one out. What would be the easiest way to... Oh, here we go. Just squeeze it. Squeeze it a bit and out it comes. And there I have it. It's just like a little... Wow, this would be nice to... Oh, well that didn't work, did it? Oh, it was too thin on the sides because that's pretty... Oh, bloody hell, okay. Why is that? Oh, I know why. Because this is not flat. It's got like a little lip. And that outer edge there is... it's raised. So that's where it was really, really thin. And that's why it popped off. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with that. But it turned... Wow, look at the other side. Wow, that is really cool. Alright, let's have a look at the other one. What to do with that? Okay. So squeeze a bit. Squeeze it a little bit. More squeezing. This one's fine. Alright, so this one obviously I didn't press too hard in there. Oh, it just feels like it might pop as well. So I can cover that. Yeah, there's a hole there. See? But this is really pretty. And even these bits that tried to get under. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this one again and do it right this time. Not press so hard. Because the idea was to have this sit on top like that. Get a little resin. And squeeze these together. And that was supposed to sit on top. Which I may be able to use this still. See if I can patch it up. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud here. Because this one here is fine. Oh yeah, it does have a little hole in there. I can fix that. But yeah, it's so cute. And you could sit a candle in there. One of those little tea candles. And I've got a little symbol here of I don't want that, that's for sure. I'm going to have to sand that down. Don't want that. From the cup, you know. Okay. So use something else. I didn't think of that, did I? Alrighty. Leave it with me and I'll see what I can do. Okay, so I am back. What I did was I sanded the lip and the lip on the inside as well, and being careful with this one because I managed to crack this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape. Oops, sorry about the noise. I'm just going to tape this. So that's pretty thick, so I think I'm just going to tape it over that like this way. So what I'm going to do is just place the tape. It's going to be really flat, and I've already had tape on there. I took it off to sand, and now I'm just going to gently let it fall. It's the best way. Just let it fall and do its own thing. So there we go. Just got to make sure that that there is really sealed. And then flippy over. And then do this one. This one I have to cover the whole thing. And here we go with the tape. Just got to be really careful. I might go a long ways along that cut. I'm just going to go sort of halfway a little bit. Same thing. And then, gosh, this is a real sticky tape, isn't it? Let it fall. Because you want this to be really nice and flat. And don't want any leaks, because that's going to be our outside side. And now this one's going to be tricky. Pop it down here. And then lay down. I think it's pretty alright. It's pretty flat. But anyway, this is just an experiment. Yeah, it's not too bad. Next one won't be like that. I won't have to tape anything because I'll do it right. Right, so I might just trim these because they're going to annoy me, because I'll probably catch on everything. So, even the bloody scissors. Gosh. Okay. Come on. Okay, so now we're going to just mix a tiny little bit of resin, excuse me, and pop it inside. Just a little bit. And where's my little piece? I've sanded it as well. Am I on? Yes. And that is going to sit in the middle. And that's going to be very tricky to pop in there and not muck it up. Okay, well that'll have to do. That'll have to do. Let me just check the other side. Yep, nice and flat. Right, I'm going to have to get something pop underneath there so it remains flat. Back in a sec. Okie dokie, so I mixed my resin up. Just a tiny little bit of resin, and I better use my right hand so I don't make a mistake. And let's go. Just need a little bit. Just a tiny little bit, and I will spread that because I do want the bottom to cover. And with this one, I'm just going to, where's those? Oh, here they are on this side. So this one I just need a little bit on one side. And I will heat it. It's pretty cool in the studio. I've got the heater on, but I can still feel that it's a bit too cool for resin. So we still need to have a fair amount in there to pop in our, you know, for our little pocket. I can't see that sign under there, the symbol for plastic, which is good. I sanded that out of it, so okay, that's good. A little bit of heat. Just to get those bubbles out. And I can see something in here that I don't like. What is it? What's that? Oh no, it's just a gap. So hopefully it won't leak. And now I'm thinking I probably didn't press hard enough underneath there. Anyway, like I said, just a tester. Alright, so I'm going to leave that to set, and then I'll be back to do the next stage.